What does Russel Brand, Till Lindemann from Rammstein, and Marilyn Manson have in common? SA allegations. I faced that when I was nearly 16. Spoiler alert, I'm cleared. Yeah, I was innocent. I was framed. Just to shorten this, my case, it broke me down. It didn't last long because she broke down in the police. I was kinda big shot in high school, and she was like, let's say, nobody. And I don't know why it happened in the first place. I never find out why she reported me, and it was false, of course. Well, it didn't end up well for her. She broke down on interrogation, and she said she made all up. I was embarrassed because I had to be in the presence with a parent, since I was a minor, and my mother was there. So it was embarrassing, but a stone fell from my heart, because I wasn't guilty. And of course, inspectors or detectives, whatever, they saw right through her. They interrogate me maybe 10 questions. And at the end they say, everything you said add up. But what she says, it doesn't hold water. Plus, she confessed. I asked what did she confess? That she made it all up. So okay, I'm sorry. That's my story. It was a long time ago. Now, Russel Brand situation. Media jumps almost to conclusion. Of course, they had to say it's allegations. I had to say too. Yeah, I don't know. It is very, very strange for me looking at this. If he is guilty, he deserves all the hell what will come to him. If he's not guilty, I mean, I don't know what to say. The strange thing to me is, suddenly, after, I don't know, 10, 11 years, whatever, 4 female that doesn't know each other, they say they didn't know him either at the time, they all came at the same time. Like, it's not one, maybe 2 it is coincidence, but 4 different female come and say, well, this person did this and that. I think what I would do, or whatever person with reasonable mind will go to police, not to media. What they did, one is called Alice, with, it's probably not her real name, to protect her, and I watched a couple of interviews. Why do you go to media? Because he's big shot or celebrity, I don't know. It doesn't matter. You go straight to the police. Even after 10 years. You don't go to media, to BBC, to I don't know. And they probably charge for interview, for exclusive. Maybe, not sure, but probably. Yeah, I don't know, it's very strange. Of course, he denied everything. So I take every story, especially like that, where it is heavy as a accusation, or rape. Yeah, I cannot say it out loud because I will get restricted. You have to take every story with a grain of salt. But I take every story like this with big grain of salt. But on both sides, his side and her side, their side. Yeah, that is the strangest point that I was going to say. This is not scripted, that's why I'm stuttering that much. 4 female come together at the same time after 10, 11, 12, how much years, I don't know, I'm not sure, I think it's 10. and say, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, with the same person. And you go to media, it's all over the place, it's all over the social media. Yeah, I don't know. You're already scrutinized. His career will be definitely destroyed. That's 100%. He may have a YouTube channel or whatever, but I think his career will be destroyed, because there will always be like 50% of people who will jump to conclusion he's guilty. He is guilty. See Johnny Depp, for example. His career was destroyed, almost. And if it wasn't for court and court cameras, which is very, very important, because we were seeing in real time what was happening. So we all saw through her BS. Yeah, I don't know. I think journalists should do, if you're investigated journalist, like Ronan Farrow, you know, Weinstein, he did very good job. Then we have Epstein and his islands, still waiting for those flight logs. Yeah. So we shouldn't jump to conclusion. But I watched Piers Morgan, and he said, no, his guest said, look at Jimmy Savile, you know. But Piers said, yeah, but he is dead. Yeah, he fell in public's courtroom, as you may say. He fell in the eyes of public. Of course, yeah, he was dead, but there was too many people. I don't think that big of collaboration would happen if he didn't do it. And plus, he was dead, so you won't get any money. But yeah, BBC covered the tracks of what he do, of what he did. That's proven, I think. So I don't know. Probably few people maybe see this. This won't get more than 10 views, I can think. But if you watch this, if you are, I don't know, I don't care for celebrities, I could care less for them. But, as I said, commenting in description on my channel, commenting real life events, etc. Yeah, this is interesting one. I don't know, take this with a grain of salt for both sides. So don't judge him, don't judge them. If they are correct, of course, investigators should have a seat, say what you gotta say with utmost respect to them, to maybe victims. Of course, the same thing with him, with Russell. Sit him down, take him with respect, don't look at him as perpetrator, but police will probably do it that way. His celebrity, that will protect him in a way. Which for me, I was from poor family when it happened to me, who had nothing, and that girl was from very, very rich family. But if they didn't push her, you know, to the limits through interview, who knows, would she crack or not and confess? My destiny could be. I saw in interrogation when I came in, they sit me down, and when they said what it's all about, because I didn't know why am I there, all what I see was bars. You know, I'm nearly 16 years old, and I will have to go through all of that. So I'm so happy that she confessed, and that's to her. Yeah. Yeah, people can destroy each other, people's lives and careers like that. But if he did that, allegedly, if he did that, then, I mean, you destroyed 4 lives, man, maybe more, who knows. If he didn't, then for them, I think, I don't know, I don't know what should happen for them. Of course, you should be charged as guilty, but I don't know. Look at the Marilyn Manson's case. There's already, and it was a couple of months ago, maybe a year, not maybe a year, but a couple of months ago, one of the victims came out and said that his ex-wife, I think he was married with her, Evan Rachel Wood, the actress, who is making these allegations, first against him. That woman, said that Evan Rachel Wood paid her to say that. So that's why I say you have to take especially stories like this with a big grain of salt, because you never know what's happening. You never know. Will they go to court? I don't know. I don't know. I know that for Marilyn Manson, he almost immediately lost his contract with record labels. Of course, his endorsements, he lost it overnight, just like that. She was very young when she was with him. He was much older. That's one red flag more for me, that maybe she is lying too, but maybe she isn't. Who knows? Yeah, I don't want to make this hour long. That's just it. We'll keep it up with what happens next. I hope that justice will prevail in all of these cases, just like it did in my case. And I was so grateful for that when that day happened. It didn't last long. I didn't go through courtrooms or whatever. It was all done in a police station. She just, I don't know, after 2 or 3 hours of questioning, they caught her in a lie, another lie, another lie, another lie, and she broke down and confessed all. So I just hope for every of those cases that justice will prevail. Whoever did it, because somebody did it. You know, either alligators or the perpetrator. Somebody is, I want to say, perpetrator in this case. Either career destroyers or let's say rapist. Okay, if I say if, because somebody is guilty, so there's a scale, you know, scale of justice. Something will prevail in those cases if they come to judicial epilogue. I don't know. So that was it, and I shared a little story of mine with you. So yeah, it's not a big deal for me now because I'm almost 37 years old, but at the time I had 15 and a half or so. She was 15. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching Mask Out.